To everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday evening. I see one person in so far, so I hope to see more people tonight. What's going on? What's going on? Jacob, what is up, brother? What's up? What's up? How are you doing, sir? It's good to see you, man. Oh, Thanksgiving was great. Even though I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I did have a good holiday. I'm just gonna call it a holiday, and I cooked, a nice dish. At first, it turned out to be I thought it was gonna be a little bit disastrous, but it was good. Yeah, I made a rotisserie chicken, and I made the sides and everything to go with it. Yeah. So, how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving, sir? How was your holiday? I hope everyone had a great and blissful holiday. Let me see, we got two in the chat so far. I'm just going to wait just a little bit more people to come inside. Has some very important information. Okay, it was good. I had a steak and turkey. Oh, wow, that sounds delicious. Steak and turkey, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That is awesome. I had, I made a rotisserie chicken with stuffing, mac and cheese, yams, and vegetables. So it turned out really, really, really great. That sounds good, Joseph. I'm just gonna wait till four people to come into the live stream before I get into the meat of what we're gonna talk about tonight. I know a lot of people probably still celebrating the holiday. I hope everybody comes in. Just gonna wait till four people come in, and then I'm gonna jump into what's going on out here. I got some important information. So far, Joseph, I think you're the only one in the live so far. Just gonna wait till more people to come on. Wait till four people. Okay, look like we at four people. Okay, good. If four people on here, if you're on the live, please hit that like button, man. Please do that. Lights up, lights up. What's up, Funky Dylan? What's up? What's up? Hit that like button, man. Like. Hit the like button for me and subscribe if this is your first time on this live. Easy is here. What's up, Easy? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It is so good to see you, sir. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. I got some important news I would like to tell you before we start. Let me get the geoeconomics out the way first. Man, the economy is in bad shape, man. Well, this is the first news I want to tell you. I got three, well, actually four subjects to talk about, but I'm going to move through these pretty fast. Well, General Motors is scheduled to lay off 1,140 employees effectively here in Detroit, man. The list includes hundreds of assembly operators. Due to production schedule adjustment, man, the Workers Adjustment Refrain and Notification Act, also known as WARN, requires companies going through mass layoffs and closures to issue advance public notice to the state labor department should that step meet certain requirements of the size of the company or number of people involved. And these jobs are going to be permanently layoffs. Permanent layoffs. And you know what I noticed? I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I noticed when it gets close to Christmas, that's when they lay people off. Do you notice that? People usually get the bad news that they're going to lose their job right around December during Christmas. If you follow this every year, this happens every single year. I noticed that. I mean, why can't they do it right after Christmas? Why can't they do it in January or something like that? Hey, what's up? How you doing, sir? Process the journey. Chris, what's up? Yeah, they lost to the Packers. Yep, they did. Yeah, they lost to the Packers. Yep. But their overall record is still not bad. They're like third place in the North, the NFC North. They're like in third place, so they might have a chance to go to the playoffs. We will see. I am not for sure what's going to happen. Yeah, but 1,140 employees going to lose their job at the plant permanently, not just temporary, but these are permanent layoffs. Number two, another big thing just happened here in Detroit. There's a company called Value Village. Value Village. It's a furniture store. I've known Value Village, oh my God, going back to maybe the 90s. When I got my first apartment, I think I got the furniture from Value City. When I first moved into my apartment, I went to Value City to get furniture from them. I always liked Value City because the people there, the furniture was not that expensive. The people that worked there were very nice people. Guess what's happening to them? They are closing four major stores in Michigan, Detroit. Let me see. I think they do, since many people have more time to go through the stages of depression and start fresh in New Year. That's horrible though, but you shouldn't still do that during Christmas time because that just ruined your whole entire Christmas. And I'm sure these people have families. I still believe these people have, children, have kids. So now you're gonna be worried about if you're gonna have that you're not gonna have a job. Yeah, the Lions are still better. Yeah, the Lions are still much better than the Falcons. Yes, they are. Yeah, yeah. I think they still have a really good chance, maybe, of going to the playoffs. Let me see. I had a high school alumni that say he got laid off from Verizon. Yeah, Verizon. Yeah, Verizon also is laying off a lot of people too. They are laying off 14,000 people. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? Usually you the first one, Mark. What's happening? What's happening, Marcus? I had a high school alumni say that he got laid off from Verizon this week, and he spent the last 6 years living in Hawaii since he moved there from Verizon. Yeah, yeah, they getting ready to lay off 14,000 people. Verizon. That's 10% of their workforce. They said because sales are going down. They say T-Mobile and AT&T is really hurting them. So they had raised their prices not too long ago, so people are getting better deals. But the CEO of Verizon saying that they're going to lay off 14,000 people. That's 10% of their entire workforce. No, that's okay, Marcus. Hey, I'm glad you stopped by, man. I was just taking a chance to see would anybody be here tonight. Um, but I got some other news I need to tell you all. We see we got 5 people chose being in the chat so far. Um, yeah, I like to hear those stories, Marcus. I like to hear those stories. But here's the big thing I like to tell you guys. Some of you have probably already heard this. I'm not for sure, but I received some devastating medical news. I received some devastating sort of medical news. Let me see. Let me see. There was a guy that was in prison for being Haitian in the Dominican Republic. I don't understand that, Marcus. There was a guy that was in prison for being Haitian in the. I don't understand that, Marcus. That doesn't make any sense. I had another former coworker last November. Her manager texted her that she was getting laid off while she was on safari in South Africa on vacation. She just found out about the new. She just found a new job this month. Yeah, yeah. 11 months of unemployment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's really getting bad out here, man. It's really getting bad economically. Yeah, the Gringo File be telling a whole lot of stories, man. It does. Yeah, the Gringo Files really tells a whole lot of stories. So what I want to tell you guys, I think this is very important. I shall let you all know this. I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer stage 2. Yes, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer stage 2. I don't know if I told you guys this. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. People are just going to have to get a skill that can be replaced. So next week, I'm going to the hospital for treatment. And I keep you guys addressed of how things is going. You see, people are just going to have to get a skill that can be replaced. I don't know from what I'm hearing is very difficult to find a job right now. It's very difficult to find a job. It takes a long time to find a job. Tammy, what's up? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? If this is your first time here, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, it takes a long time to find a job. It's not easy looking for a job right now. It's very, it's very difficult. It's very hard for people to find work right now. It's very difficult to find work. So I'm from Detroit, Tammy. What about yourself? Where are you from? Where are you coming from? Yeah, hit those likes up, everybody. On your way here, and hit those likes. Yeah, because you said there was a guy that came into my office saying that he owns a company and now he needs a second job. Yeah, and inflation is really getting out of hand. Inflation is getting out of hand. And this is the wrong time to be without employment right now. You know, it's a bad time to be unemployed because you remember all my other videos I showed you all on the economic collapse on when I was doing live streams on StreamYard? Y'all heard testimonials of people who said they've been, they putting in applications after applications after applications, sending resumes after resumes, and not getting no return calls. And then if they do get an interview or something like that, it's on the computer or something. It's like a video type of, it's like a very informal type of interview. And then they get ghosted, just like that. So I always teach you all, I always teach you all to prepare for a rainy day. I always tell y'all that. I say prepare for a rainy day. Because you never know what's getting ready to happen. And it's getting ready to get bad. It's getting ready to get really, really, really bad. We haven't seen nothing yet. Matter of fact, the job reports are so bad until they didn't even do the jobs report for October. They didn't even come out with an October jobs report. They said the numbers are so low. They said, Tony, did you not go and buy a big screen TV for Black Friday or participate in the boycott against big corporations? No, I haven't bought anything for Christmas yet. I haven't bought no TV. I don't, you know what? I really don't watch TV very much. If I watch something, I watch it on my computer. Oh, matter of fact, I just got finished watching Stranger Things on Netflix. I just got finished watching that. I think they had like 4 episodes. They had 4 episodes of Stranger Things. So what I do is I just sit here, put my earphones on, and just watch movies on my computer. I don't really use a TV. I do have a television, but it's old, but it still shows. It's a JVC. I bought that TV in 2003, and it still works. I got a JVC. I mean, that's that's an old school television, but it works. It works very well. It shows a very good picture. But I don't really. It'd be off all the time because I really don't watch TV. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about a guy right now who lost a lot of money too. Yeah, they lose a lot of money. Yeah, it's happening all the time. This is a fleecing of America. This is a big fleecing. They are losing thousands of dollars. Okay? They are losing thousands of dollars to these females. And these females carries absolutely nothing about you. And let me tell you something before I start the major topic. It was a guy in Bangkok, Thailand, that his girlfriend turned him into a Western Union flunky. Turned him into a flunky. We get ready to go into that. But let me tell y'all some very important information. Oh, I got one more thing. Coming out of Colombia. Another tourist was robbed in Cartagena. Another tourist was robbed in Cartagena. And he lost $25,000. She stole $25,000 from him. And you know what's really pathetic about the situation? It could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. He met the girl on Tinder. How many times, how many videos have we told you all to stay away from dating apps, especially in Colombia? There are thousands of videos, and mainstream media have talked about this multiple times, about the dangers of dating apps in Colombia. Even the Colombians even tell you to stay away from the dating apps. So he lost $25,000. The girl put him asleep, stole his laptop, stole his phone, stole his gold. Why would the thing I don't understand, why would you bring somebody in your house? Wait a minute, let me see what Mike is saying. Let's see here. Okay. My parents used some kind of antenna at their house to get some channels free. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Yeah. You can do that. Yeah, you sure can. I had a converter box on my TV, but it went out. I could get another special antenna to hook up onto that television. But I don't watch television that much because um, I work a lot too. So I don't get a chance to watch TV that much. If I want to watch a movie, I just watch it on the computer. I say they don't watch people like you, Razor Rays, these people or even Bandana Travel. If they do their YouTube, YouTubers are famous and makes 1,000 off their YouTube channel profits. I don't know, but it just really stupid because well, I don't mean to call. I'm not calling him stupid. I'm sorry for what happened to him, but you hear so much news about not using dating apps, And plus, what I don't understand is how can you bring somebody in your house when you got your computers, you got your jewelry, you got your telephone, you got your money, you got everything for where they can see it. You don't try to hide anything. You don't try to put. You just let some broad just come walking into your house, looking at everything you got, looking at your computer, looking at your. Well, he got robbed. They took 25,000 from him, and they emptied his crypto account too. On top of that, they emptied his crypto account. They took that. These people, let me tell you something. These people are professionals. They are professionals. They're very good at doing stuff like that, and it's very extremely dangerous. Let me tell you one good pointer. If you're here for the first time, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And here on this channel, I'm going to always tell you the truth, okay? You're going to always get the truth on this channel. Oh, one more thing else I want to tell you before I get into the other part. I'm going to be on the Razor Ray's channel either Saturday or Sunday. I talked to him. So y'all look out for me on Razor Ray's channel. Um, I think we're going to either do the live either Saturday or we're going to either do it Sunday. But I'm going to be on his live this weekend, so make sure y'all look out for that. And I'm going to tell him about what's causing people to get denied entry into Colombia, into Medellin. Why is the authorities in Colombia are denying people entry into the country? I'm going to tell you all the real reason why on Razor Razor's channel on the live, okay? And you go by their demands. Yeah, OG, no disrespect, but what happened to you? You said that you'll never go to someone's YouTube channel again because the negativity and trouble. Well, yeah, I was going to do that, not go on other people's channels anymore, things like that. But Razor Rays, we have a very good relationship. I'm not going to destroy that relationship. You know, let me tell you something. This channel that you see right now is prosperous because of Razor Rays. Because I came very close of quitting this channel. But he told me to hang in there and don't give it up. So, sometimes you have but it wasn't nothing against him, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing against him, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always tell the truth, man. I'm going to always tell the truth. And that's what I do on this channel, man. I tell the truth but the truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, I think about a year or so he did an interview on my channel about he went to the Dominican Republic on Costa Rica and yeah, on Costa Rica. Yeah. Yeah, he did come he did an interview on my channel. Yes, he did. Absolutely. But I got some very important news that I think everybody needs to hear about why is they deny entry into the country. And plus I want to tell them about my experience of being profiled too while I was there in September. And plus, there's people been asking about me. You know what I'm saying. So, you know, people can talk all they want to, but I'm gonna always tell you guys the truth. I'm gonna always tell you guys the truth, no matter what. I'm gonna always tell you guys the truth of what's going on. Jay, what's up? Make a brief cameo right now. Hope you're holiday. Yeah, I know, Jay. You're probably watching football right now. I know you are. I know it's hard to compete doing YouTube and um, doing YouTube and watching the game at the same time. I know it's very difficult, you know, to do lives and competing against the NFL. And then if I'm not competing against the NFL, I'm competing against the NBA, and then I'm competing against. So there's always sports on all the time. So, but I know Jay, it was good seeing you, man. No, the next game Saturday is on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I know, man. I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. The way how they do in the sports is really sickening, man. It's really sickening. That's why I don't watch as many games and sports as I used to, because everything they want you to pay for everything. They want you to pay. The Lions may be playing on Peacock, NBC. They want you, you know, get a membership on Peacock, and then they want you to get a member on SPN, ESPN. They may show a game on there. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to jump to Amazon Prime, and then you have to jump to next. It's just too much. It's just too much. I remember when the Lions were in the playoffs last year, I was jumping from platform to platform to platform to platform just to be able to see the playoff games because they don't play them just on one channel like they used to do back in the day. Sometimes you might catch it on Fox on regular TV. Sometimes they may not show it on Fox. They may show it on ABC. And then sometimes they may show it on ESPN. Then sometimes they may show it on Amazon. It's just too much. I just say forget it. It costs too much money. Let's see. Early today, I went to college basketball at Madison Square Garden in USC in Illinois. Got a discount for season 51 then to 39 discount. Oh, good, good. Wow. It's Robbie with the stream. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Robbie. Back in the day, because I'm an OG, I'm telling y'all what I used to do back in the day. You used to just stick an antenna right on top of your TV and catch all the games. You used to be on ABC, CBS, NBC. You used to watch all the games. All the, like the NBA Western Conference Finals and all that stuff right on NBC all the time. This is back before you guys probably were born. But when Michael Jordan was playing for the Bulls, you didn't have to pay for that. You didn't have to pay for that. You used to be able to see that stuff for free. But no thank you, man. No thanks. Costs too much. Chaos, insurance, chaos, insurance. What? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me see, Marcus, NBA TV. Yeah, that's too much. It's too much. It's like they charge you for every little thing. Every little thing. Every game that you see, you got to pay for it. So I don't watch the games anymore. I may catch one maybe at my job. Usually when I catch the Lions playing, usually it's at my job because they got cable TV there. They got cable TV there. So sometimes I sneak. When it's time to punch out, sometimes I may stay at work. I mean, I punch out and everything, but I go into one of their conference room where the TV is and watch a game. That's what I do. College football is all about money. It was all about money. That's what it is. And we can already talk about that right now. Transfer to 3 or 4 colleges in a 5 year time span, and coaches leaving the playoff teams to get a bag of cash. Nobody got total loyalty to come. It's all about money, man. Money rules. Money rules. It's not. It's a business, and that's why we get ready to talk about these females because everything about them is business. Everything about that is business. They don't care. Yeah, college football. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all about money. And I used to, you know what? I used to love watching college sports, college football. Matter of fact, Michigan used to be my favorite team. Back in the day, Michigan used to go to the Rose Bowl every year. That's when Bo Schembechler was the coach. This is way before y'all time. Some of y'all probably wasn't even born. Yep, it's all about the money. Yeah, I understand players need to get paid. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like college is becoming like the pros now. Say college football wasn't much due to political ranking. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna jump on to the next subject, move on. I want to hold you guys very, very long, but I told you guys what happened in Cartagena about a brother got robbed for $25,000. I'm gonna give y'all some very good advice, and this is very important. Never tell anybody about your economic, what you do for a living, or your how much money that you have, how much money you have in the bank, and what you do for a living. That is nobody else's business but yours. Never, ever, ever tell nobody what you do or how much money you have. It's none of their business. Because what you do is you set yourself up for either being scammed or either being robbed or being kidnapped. Let me tell you something. There are international criminal groups out there that do this for a living. And especially when you go to a foreign country, that is what you do for a living, and your financial information is nobody's business. And too many retirees, too many men are going over there to Thailand telling these girls what they, oh, I'm a retirement. I have a pension. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have a savings. Why would you tell a stranger something like that? Why would you tell a stranger how much money you have in the bank? It's none of their bloody business. Because what some people would do, there are criminals out there that will unalive you for that money. And I consider a lot of these retirees and a lot of these people are very, very fortunate not to get kidnapped when they tell these girls, oh yeah, when these girls say, oh, I need $10,000 for my family business. And he said, just say, oh baby, I got that $10,000 for you. I just go into my pension and I just pull it out and give it to you. That is what they're doing. It is very dangerous. If a girl, let me tell you something. If you were in Colombia, Brazil, no matter where you are, no matter where you are, whatever country that you visit, Never tell them your business. That's nobody's business but yours, especially in a foreign country, because you can lose your life. But these guys just got scammed. Let's say if you come, if you let's say if you get knowledge of the scam and you don't send the money or something like that, then they'll think of more other creative ways to get the money out of you. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, he don't want to give the money up. And then they will force you to give them the money up. Right. And I'm going to tell you something else too that's very important. Very, 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 very important. Absolutely, Marcus, you're right. The thing is, he said, the thing is, you should be telling people their financial situation either way, even from the, yeah, for nobody. It's nobody business. It's nobody business. Why should you tell somebody your financial information? It's none of their business. You could get into a cab with that person, with that girl, and that girl could take you somewhere. And it had happened twice in Medellin. I know several people that have happened to them. They met a girl, they was blabbering about what they got, what they have. Girl comes, picks them up, say, oh, let's go over to my house. Oh, let's go somewhere. Let's go get something to eat. Take them completely out the way somewhere and take them to a house somewhere where they meet the goons. Now you're in a very bad situation. If they ask about occupation duties, do a Coach Bill Belichick answer and avoid the noise. He coached the Patriots and see how they leave and get pissed off. Yeah, yep. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too to look out for before we get in deep into this again. If you meet a female and the first thing that comes out of her mouth, it, when the first thing comes out of her mouth, when she talks about her financial situation, when she talks about, oh, my mom is having an operation today, tomorrow, and we don't know where we're going to get the money from. Oh, my little brother is sick. He's in the hospital. Um, we can't really afford to pay the medical bills. Oh, I'm short of my rent. I'm short of $400. You know, um, but I know God will make a way. Sometimes they don't ask you directly, but they'll put it out there, so you would choose to give it to them. If you meet a female and she does that, get rid of her right away. Get rid of her right away. Kick her to the side. Because in any relationship that you start, if it starts off that money is involved, it's going to fail 100% of the times. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. If you're with a female, the only way you can keep her by paying for her is going to fail. James Jones, what's up, man? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Good to see you, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anywhere you go, if the relationship starts off about, man, I don't know how I'm gonna buy some food tomorrow. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent tomorrow. Wow. Man, my little brother is really sick. My grandfather just had a heart attack, and the bills is this, and we don't know how we're gonna cover this. This is really tough on us. I only make $100 a month, and it's really. walk away. I know, I know sometimes you guys want to help people. I'm the same way. I like to help people. But more than likely, they are going to make a fool out of you. And it puts you in danger on top of that. I'm trying to decide where should I travel. The world is changing laws on tourism. Yeah, they are. Matter of fact, James, so I'm going to be on the Razor Ray show either Saturday or either Sunday. I'm going to talk about the reason why they are blocking people from entry into Medellin, into Colombia. I know the exact reason why. I'm not going to say it on this live. Make sure you tap in to the Razor Ray show either Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, it's all just a scare tactic that they know that you say things that will make you guilty and things that see, I'm gonna tell you something. These women, let me tell you something about these women. They are very crafty. They are very, very crafty. And they're very beautiful too. Some of them are gorgeous. They are freaking gorgeous. Some of the Thai women are very gorgeous. I'm trying to say, like I said, it's just a scare tactic. Yeah. And what they do is they use those crafty words, and then you just drop your defenses. I got another one for y'all on the next live too. A guy lost $1.2 million. He lost $1.2 million. And some of these girls, they're very cold-blooded too. They're very cold-blooded. So let's go through this story right quick. This guy met this woman in Bangkok, Thailand, and turned him into a Western Union flunky. A lot of content creators is not talking about women gold diggers around the world. Hey, you get the truth here, James. James Jones, you get the truth here. I'm going to always tell you guys the truth. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love loves no one. It takes a fool. Have you ever heard that song before? It takes a fool to learn that love loves nobody. Let me see. A lot of men are taking LS. What do you mean by LS? Is that you talk about the drug, James Jones? LSD? Did you listen to that R. Kelly song I sent you? It's called Wonderful. No, send it to me. I think I did. I think I did heard of it. Yeah. 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 All right, here we go. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to show you all the mistakes that he made. And we're going to analyze this, okay? Because I don't want you all to be a victim of a fleecing. And you know what? People are committing suicide in Thailand. People are committing suicide in Thailand. They're jumping off of balconies. You said, I have men taking, I don't understand what you say. Yeah. I hear what you say. Yeah, I think I remember that, Marcus. I think I remember this. But always remember, love loves nobody. Here we go.
I hadn't even stepped off the plane and my money was already gone. I'm
Wow.
telling this from a rented room in Chiang Mai, a far cry from the dream I flew across the world chasing. My name's Mark. I'm 51. I used to pour drinks for a living back in Colorado. These days I sit with too much time and just enough regret, and it all started with an email.
See, what I'm thinking was happening that could be contributing to these suicides. See, a lot of guys, what happened is, and always remember this too. This is important. If you are deciding to expat or live into a different country, visit that country first. Visit it first. Like if I decide if I want to live in Thailand or somewhere, go stay there for about a month and see if you like it. If you decide to live in Brazil, go visit Brazil and stay there for about a month or so. But with these guys, with these retirees, what they do is they get online and they see all the good stuff about Thailand, all the beautiful women, the beautiful beaches and stuff like that, and these beautiful, innocent looking Thai girls. And what they would do is that they will sell everything in the States. They will sell their cars, they will sell their houses, their cash in their retirement, and bring everything down to Thailand. And then what happens is they meet a girl, a very crafty little girl. You know what I'm saying? They tickle their little fancy. That's an old school said, tickle your fancy. Jermaine Jackson, I think, made a song about that in one of the Jackson Five. But anyway, and then they just drop all their defenses. This girl, this whoever female it is, becomes everything. Their whole life is centered around this one person. And then the lies come. Oh, I need you to help me start a business. I need you to help me start this. My family needs this family. And they just be kicking out thousands of dollars of their retirement, just kicking it out. And then what's so devastating to them is when the money stop, they're gone and they're broke. Girl, nowhere to be found. So they sold everything that they had. They lost everything they had. They got scammed out of everything they have. And they have nothing to go back to when they go back to the States because they sold everything. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. So a lot of them cannot, they can't even believe what just happened to them. And they become so distressed until they take their own life. Man, take a common sense in the States to a different country if you date there or live there, walk away. If you just if you're just a young guys, should just be smart enough to do that. Yeah, absolutely. There are plenty of the homeless American men in the film. Yeah, they are. They are. Yes. Yes, James Jones. They are homeless people in Thailand and in the Philippines. Listen to this guy's story.
Not from her, from the airline. A cancellation notice for the return ticket I never booked. Her name was on the booking. Mine wasn't. I felt my chest tighten as I stared at the screen. I reread it 3 times, convinced it was a mistake. But deep down I knew something was off. She told me she'd be at Suvarnabhumi Airport in a white dress. Said she'd be standing right near the arrival gate, smoothing the fabric with nervous hands, checking her phone every couple of minutes. I saw it so clearly in my head like a scene from a movie. That fantasy had kept me going through every shift, every hour saved, every call we shared. But when I stepped through those sliding doors, scanning the crowd for that white dress, she wasn't there. No soft smile, no frantic texts, just me in a duffel bag. And the slow, sinking realization that my bank account had been drained halfway around the world. The worst part? I stood there for 6 hours. I answered when she finally called. I believed her. And I still got on another plane for her. If you've ever wanted something so badly that it blinded you, I get it. I've lived it.
Why would you want something that bad that blinded you that bad? Hold on for a second. Let me see what you said, Marcus. You said I want to move to Thailand, but I'm having second thoughts. There's nothing wrong with going to Thailand. I would recommend you going to Thailand. Just be on your P's and Q's. Just be on your P's and Q's. What is a different country that causes you not to have common sense? Like you had your whole life in that state, like Thailand, Colombia, doesn't have the same thing in the States. Yep. Yep, you're absolutely right, Marcus. Said hi. Hey. Okay.
Please, before you go hit like, drop a comment, and tell me where in the world you're watching from. And if you're one of the people who keep coming back to hear these stories, super thank you, truly. You're the reason I keep talking. Because what happened next,
That's good, James Jones.
it changed me. Let me take you back to where it all started. I met Pim Chinook on one of those international dating apps. You know the kind. The one.
Okay, number one. The first thing he started off dead wrong. He had a dating app. Those Asian dating apps. They've been sending me those things like crazy. I don't know if you all got those or not. Called if you want to find an Asian woman or if you want to fall in love with an Asian woman. That's where he met his girl. Okay? That's the first red flag right there. Stay off dating apps. Dating sites, all of them. Stay away from those. I have booked to Thailand in April. That's great. You're going to Sangran. Okay, that's cool, James. So maybe we could do a live when you get there. We can live stream you in or something. Well, let me see. I hope I have StreamYard. I probably won't. Because I'm getting ready to give up StreamYard, guys. It's costing too much to use. Yeah, don't talk to no woman on a dating app. This is his first mistake right here. And I see those all the time. And then there was another commercial saying, you need to date you. You need to come to the Philippines. This girl said, you need to come to the Philippines to meet your wife or meet your... Yeah, that was a commercial. There was actually an ad that this woman was talking about, you need your Philippine wife. You need to come over here to the Philippines. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was crazy. Let me see. Dating apps. Oh, it's a shortcut trick. Don't meet people on the country like language exchange or dance classes or yeah, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like dancing classes or at the mall. Or you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Social media can be a place where you can meet young ladies too. Because one thing about social media, you see her if she has a legitimate channel, or I mean not channel, but an account, like a legitimate Facebook account, or she has a legitimate Instagram account in which she's actually posting stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless she's posting things all the time. But anywhere it goes, you have to be very safe. You have to be very, you can't trust anybody. Because one thing about Facebook and Instagram, those type of places, sometimes these girls, they tell them themselves. I've caught many women in a lie just by what they post on Instagram. Like I told you guys about the girl on Instagram. I told you I met her. This female was messaging me, oh, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I haven't ate all day. I'm hungry. My kids need to get something to eat. Can you send me this? Can you send me that? I'm hungry. But remember, you're not the only one she's talking to. She's probably doing this to 400 different type of men that she's sending this out to. She makes you think that you're the only man, but you're not the only man. I refused. I didn't send her anything. Okay, but we yet and still we are Instagram friends and Facebook friends. I went on her TikTok account because we friends on TikTok. We follow each other on TikTok, right? I really don't use TikTok that much. She had just posted a video. She was on a yacht. I'm not making this up. And she had on starter jackets on. She had on a Louis Vuitton jacket with Louis Vuitton glasses. She had on makeup on, lipstick on, everything. Sitting at a table, laughing, joking with her friends. They had on designer jackets on too. And they were drinking champagne. There was bottles of champagne on the table. And they were speeding around in a boat. I said, she could sit there and drink champagne, but she can't buy no food. Mm-hmm. She told on herself. Women on social media always have a backup plan. Yep, absolutely, they do. They do. They always have a backup. There was one female that I friended with on Facebook. And I went through her profile and I noticed something very unusual. She had like over 4,000 friends on her Facebook page, right? Nothing that gives them away. I'm gonna let y'all know secrets here. Another thing that gives them away on Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes you can see their friends who they're friendly with. Unless they turn that feature off, you can do that, but some of them don't. Out of all those thousands of friends that she had, every last one of them were men. They were men. So I'm just browsing through here. I'm just seeing, like, wow, you don't have no female friends on here? You don't have no female? Out of all these hundreds of friends that you got, thousands actually, and I don't see no females that you friended with? That's a red flag right there. It said, I mean, I was meet.com or the app once was great. Yeah, once it was, but it's not anymore. It's dangerous. I had mixed results on dating apps overall here in the US and abroad. I had 2-year relationships with Guyanese Americans. Guyanese American. Okay. Okay.
That promise you'll find real love overseas, where women still appreciate a good man. I'd been bartending in Aspen for 15 years, watching rich couples come and go, listening to their problems over expensive whiskey. My own marriage had ended badly 3 years back. No kids. Just alimony and an empty apartment that smelled like old cigarettes and regret. So when her profile popped up, this 19-year-old Thai girl with shy eyes.
Wait, hold it. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my goodness. Wow. She was 19? Whoa. Whoa, Jack. Whoa, Jack. And you're 51? 19 is considered an adult. not trolling him on that. But when you date someone that young, she's never going to respect you. You're going to be basically a show enough sugar daddy. You say dating apps and online dating apps never work for me. I need more face to face. Absolutely. Yep. It don't work.
The hell? Maybe it was time to try something different.
Wow, she was
Hello,
19.
Curtis, she wrote first.
19.
I like your photo. You look kind, man. Her English was broken, but sweet. Something about the way she phrased things like she was trying so hard to connect got to me. We started chatting every night after my shifts. While other guys my age were passed out drunk or scrolling through local girls who wouldn't give them a second look, I was staying up until 3 in the morning talking to this girl.
That was 19 years old. Oh man, no. I can understand maybe in late 20s, maybe going to 30s. But 19, no. She's gonna take you for every dime. Yep, she see you as you're gonna be a sugar daddy for sure. For sure. You are going to be a sugar daddy.
Halfway around the world. What you do today? She'd ask. And I'd tell her about the tourists, the tips, the snow falling outside my window. She'd send me pictures of Bangkok traffic, street food vendors, the neon lights outside the bar where she worked. I hate this job, she told me one night. But I need money for family. My mother's sick. My father no work. The way she said it, so matter of fact but sad.
I agree with you, Marcus. It's a number, but when you're 51 and she's actually 19, I can see her being maybe in her mid 20s or late 20s. Something that I give leeway with it, but 19, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're wasting your time. It's not going to work. It's not going. It's not going to work. I met many 19-year-old females, and most women are still. That's an old school saying, wet behind the ears.
Made my chest tight. Here was this kid, barely out of her teens, supporting her whole family while guys like me sat around feeling sorry for ourselves. I wish I know work bar, she continued. Men there only want one thing. I want fine, good man who love me for me. That's when she sent the selfie that changed everything.
Wow, okay. What about the woman in her late 40s or 50s? There's nothing wrong with that. Age is just a number. It all depends on what you like. It all depends on what you like, you know, what's your type. $19, that's pretty young. That's like when I'm talking about the probability of the relationship working. 19 years old, you don't know nothing at 19 years old. You don't even know yourself. And I'm not saying what he did was wrong, because that is an adult age. Actually, 18 is considered adult. But if she's okay, let's say if you bring her here, I'm just saying, for example, if you brought her here to the States and she's 19 years old, she's not even old enough to drink. She's not even old enough to drink. You have to wait. If you guys went to like me, I do drink socially. I do like wine. Okay. Sometimes I'm not really an alcohol drinker. Only time I may drink a little beer when I go to. The last time I drank beer was in Colombia. That's the last time I drank beer. But if I brought a 19-year-old girl back to the States from Thailand, okay, let's say if I married her there, I want to bring my wife back. She's not even old enough to drink. And by the law, if she's in my house and I give her alcohol, I can get arrested for that. No, it's against the law for her to drink alcohol, period. She's not old enough to drink. No, no, no. Even if she's in your house or not, she's not. The law says you have to be 21 years old before you can drink. And I think it's against the law to give alcohol to minors. She still would be considered a minor in drinking alcohol. It's just me. I mean, I don't know. That's
Not the professional shots from her profile, but a real one taken in her small room after work. Hair down, makeup mostly gone, wearing an oversized t-shirt. She looked tired but beautiful, vulnerable. This real me, she wrote. No fake. I stared at that photo for probably 20 minutes. When was the last time a woman had shown me her real self? When had anyone? You're beautiful, I typed back. Inside and out.
wow.
You think so? Most men say I too young for real love. Age is just a number. What matters is the heart. I could practically hear her smiling through the phone. You different, Curtis. I feel safe with you. Safe. That word hit me harder than it should have.
Right.
Sarah,
That's true.
my ex-wife, had never felt safe with me. She'd felt trapped.
Yeah, you're right. It's not everything. It's not everything. I mean, I'm not a heavy drinker either. But sometimes, when I come home from work, sometimes I may want, to browse the internet, watch a little movie. Sometimes I have little sips of wine. If my 19-year-old wife sees me drinking, she may want to drink. Right, right, yeah.
Suffocated, desperate to get out. But here was this girl, thousands of miles away, who felt safe just talking to me. Our calls started getting longer. She'd whisper so her roommate wouldn't wake up, and I'd lower my voice too, like we were sharing secrets. I dream about you, she told me during one late night conversation, about what it'd be like if you here. What would we do? I asked. Everything. I show you real Thailand. We go temple, eat street food. I cook for you. We watch sunset together. Her voice got softer. Maybe we fall in love.
You see what she's doing? She's flattening it with her words. Say, I cook for you. I take you walk on the beach. She's painting that image again. I've told you guys about. They're very good at creating images and illusions. They haven't even met yet. They're talking over the phone. They're video chatting over the phone. He hasn't even got to Thailand yet, and she's talking like this.
Maybe. As if it hadn't already happened on my end. I wish you could come here, I said. Really? You want meet me? Of course, more than anything.
Okay.
That's when she got quiet for a long moment. Curtis, I tell you something, but I scared you think bad of me.
Oh, here we
You
go.
can tell me anything, sweetheart.
Get ready, y'all.
My room. Landlords say I have pay next month or I have move out, but work been slow. Not many customer. I know have money. My heart sank. Not because she needed help, but because she was embarrassed to ask, how much do you need?
Uh-oh.
No, no. I no want your money. Just. I scared I have nowhere stay.
There we go.
Then
There we
maybe
go.
I no can
There
talk
we
you
go.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen to me. How
Mhm.
much?
Mm-hmm.
$300 American.
Mm-hmm.
But I know. I'll send it tomorrow. Curtis, you sure? Is a lot of money?
Right then and there, he should have turned the phone off. Right then and there. Right then and there. They haven't even met, and they just met, and they're talking over the phone, and already she's asking this man for money. That's a scam. That's a 100% scam. You haven't even met me, haven't even known me a week, and you asking me to pay your bills. And he fell for it. That's another red flag. Any female asks you for money at the beginning of the conversation, and you just met her, I mean, not even a week, and the first thing she jump at is money, that relationship is not going to end well. Relationships do not work if it depends on you supplying money to her. Because soon as the money run out, so does she.
It was a lot of money, more than I'd spent on myself in months. But sitting there in my apartment, listening to her soft breathing on the other end of the line, I couldn't imagine letting her become homeless, not when I had the power to help. I'm sure. You said it.
Why is it your responsibility of her being homeless? She was surviving before you met her. See, that's the illusion. See, they create this narrative that you're the rescuer now. Everything depends on you. Her fate, everything, her being out on the street depends on you saving her. Right? But ask yourself this question: what was she doing before she met me? She was surviving fine before you came into the picture. So why me sending $300 going to change everything?
Yourself were falling in love. People in love help each other.
Falling in love.
She started crying, actually crying.
Crying?
Thank you, she whispered. Thank you so much. I love you, Curtis. I love you.
She loves you. You haven't even met the girl, bro. You haven't even met the girl. You don't know nothing about her. Nothing. You know absolutely nothing about this girl. Nothing.
The words I'd been waiting to hear for 3 years of loneliness. And they came from a teenager in Bangkok who I'd never met. But sitting there in my kitchen, watching snow fall past my window, they felt real. I love you too, Pim Chanok. The next morning, I sent the money through Western Union. $300 that I'd been saving for new winter tires. But when she sent...
There you go. Like I told you, she's turning him into a Western Union flunky. That's what she's doing. She's turning him into a flunky. And see, the thing you gotta understand, he's not the only one that she's talking to. That she's talking to. He's not the only one. She probably got 100 different men that she's talking to. And she talks the same type of story. That should have been a red flag. When a girl I just met tell me she loved me, I'm like, no, you don't. Like I said, I told y'all, the song, it takes a fool to learn. Love loves nobody.
Me a photo of herself holding the cash, smiling wider than I'd ever seen. I knew I'd made the right choice. Finally, I was needed again. Finally, someone depended on me. The 300
she
was
depended
just the
on
beginning. 2 weeks later, her phone broke.
Oh,
I dropped at work, she explained, over a fuzzy video call
there you
that kept
go.
cutting out.
And see, this is what 19-year-olds, this is what they do. Okay, he sent the $300 for the rent part, right? I tell you this, it never stops. It never, ever stops. So what she's going to do, now she said she dropped her phone. She dropped her phone. And guess what? She gonna want him to buy her another phone. Most 19-year-old girls that you become involved with, whether they're here in the States, whether they're over there in their country, they will treat you like a sugar daddy. Nope, don't know nothing, Marcus. Don't know nothing.
Screen all cracked. I know can see your face good. Can't you get it fixed? Too expensive. $500 for new phone.
Wow.
I save money you save for room,
Whoa.
so I have place stay.
Whoa.
But now, I know have phone talk to you. She looked genuinely distressed, holding up her cracked device to the camera.
No.
Maybe we use computer,
No.
but computer at internet cafe.
No.
Other people watch.
No.
The thought of not being able to talk to her privately,
No.
losing our intimate late night calls, made my stomach drop.
No.
We'd grown so close over the past month. She'd started calling me baby and sending good morning texts every day. Sometimes she'd send voice messages while walking to work, just random thoughts about her day, and hearing her voice made everything else disappear. I'll send you the money for a new phone. No, Curtis, you already help so much. I feel bad. Don't feel bad. I want to help. That's what boyfriends do. Boyfriend. I'd never actually asked if that's what I was, but she didn't correct me. You sure? I pay you back when I can.
Pay you back? You don't even have a job.
Just promise me you'll be careful with this one. She laughed, that musical giggle that made my chest warm. I promise I'd be so careful, like holding baby. I sent the $500 that afternoon.
$500.
My savings account was getting thin, but every time I hesitated, I remembered her voice calling me baby, the way she'd gotten shy when I told her she was beautiful. Besides, I was 51 years old and had nothing to show for it except a job that anyone could do and an apartment full of furniture my ex-wife had left behind.
See, a lot of these guys, too, they have very low self-esteem about themselves. You know, you could listen to him and tell the story that this guy had very low self-esteem about himself. The way how he described his job, the way he described his apartment, he just wasn't a happy person with himself. It's very important that you find happiness within yourself. People, what they make the mistake is that they have to have somebody to make them happy, to complete them. No, you don't. No, you don't. So he was paying her to keep him happy.
If I could make this incredible girl happy, if I could be her hero, wasn't that worth something? The new phone brought new problems. Now she could send photos all day, but most of them made my heart race in ways that probably weren't healthy. You like? She'd ask after sending a selfie in her work outfit, knee shorts, and a crop top that barely covered anything. You're gorgeous, but I hate that other men see you dressed like that. Is just work. I no want them look at me. Only you.
Yeah, right.
Maybe you should think about quitting.
Oh, my God.
I want to quit, but how I live, how I eat. The answer was obvious, even if I didn't want to admit it. I could help, until you find something else.
Wow.
You do that for me? Of course. How much do you make there per month? Maybe 600, 700 American, depend on tip. $700 a month. I made that in 2 good nights at the bar during ski season. I could send you that.
Another red
I wouldn't
flag.
have to work there anymore.
Another red flag. Another red flag. Another red flag. She's a bar girl. She's a 19-year-old bar girl. Bar girls don't make wives. They don't. I'm sorry. That's another mistake that he made. He's sending money to a woman that he don't know, he's never met, that works at a bar.
Really? You want to take care of me like real girlfriend? Real girlfriend. The words made me dizzy. Yes. If you want that, I want that so much. But I scared. Ask. I know want you think I only want money. I don't think that. I know you care about me. She sent me a video message that night. Just her sitting on her bed, hair down, looking directly into the camera. Curtis, you make me so happy. I never have man treat me so good. In Thailand, men only think about sex. But you think about my heart. You want protect me. That what?
Let me see. Bar girl, no better than OnlyFans model for you. Yep. Canada or UK doesn't have anything going for themselves. Nope. Nope. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't hate the profession because I do know I have met some girls that do bartend and they make a good living and they're very independent. So I'm not going to say that all bar girls or bar waitresses and everything are bad people, but it's very rare that you will meet one that's totally independent, that she can work for herself and pay her own bills. I met some that was able to do that. I'm the OG. I've been dating for almost 40 years. I've been doing this. I've seen it all. I have dated strippers before. I've dated bar girls before. I dated women in the church before. I've dated women in the schools before. I met them everywhere. But in a foreign country, dating a bar girl that's 19 years old, especially if she's real cute, recipe for disaster.
I know you different. That why I love you for real. For real. I watched that video probably 50 times, memorizing every word, every expression. No woman had ever looked at me like that, like I was her whole world. But the money kept flowing out. Her motorbike broke down.
Uh-oh,
Her
here we
mother
go.
needed medicine.
Here you go.
Her work clothes got stolen.
You see? Yep.
And she needed new
Yep.
ones.
There you go. It never
She'd
stops.
get fired before I could help her quit.
Yep.
Each crisis came with photos, proof, apologies. I hate ask you, she'd say. But I know have nobody else. Nobody else.
Liar, liar, your pants
I
on
was her
fire.
safety net, her lifeline, her American boyfriend who loved her enough to sacrifice everything. And with each transfer, she got a little more affectionate, a little more mine. I buy you something special with next money, she promised after I sent her 8th payment in 6 weeks. Beautiful gold bracelet from...
He sent her 8 payments in 6 weeks. He sent her 8 payments in 6 weeks. He sent her 8 payments. He's never physically met her. They never touched each other. They never went out to dinner. They haven't done anything. If he went to Thailand, he probably would be one of those guys that goes on to girly bars to drink beer in the morning on a daily basis with nothing else to do to occupy his time. Yep. And you don't want to be like that.
Bangkok market. When you come visit, I give to you something remember me by. Visit. We'd started talking about it more seriously. When can you come Thailand? She asked during one of our nightly calls.
Okay.
I don't know. Soon, I hope. I need to save up for the plane ticket. How much cost? About 1,200 round trip. So expensive. But I want see you so bad. I dream about kiss you for real. Kiss me for real. The fantasy had been building in my head for weeks. Meeting her at the airport, holding her for the first time, seeing if what we had online could translate to something physical. I'd started looking at flights obsessively, calculating how long it would take to save up if I stopped sending her so much money. Maybe I save money too, she offered. I put aside a little bit each week. No, you use your money for living expenses. This is my responsibility. You so good to me, I lucky girl. Lucky. I was the lucky one.
Yep.
At 51, I'd found someone who appreciated me, who needed
She
me,
appreciates
who
your
loved
money,
me
sir.
despite never having met me in person. My
Mm-hmm.
buddies at work thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting scammed, my
Mm-hmm.
manager Dave told me one night after I'd mentioned sending money to Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a scam.
Mm-hmm.
I know her.
Mm-hmm.
You know her?
Mm-hmm.
Have you video chatted? Of course. Okay. Have you seen her in person doing something that proves she's real?
Right.
Like holding up a sign with your name?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't asked her to do that. It seemed insulting, like I didn't trust her. She's real, Dave. We talk every day. So do phone sex operators. Look, I'm not trying to crush your dreams, but young Thai girls don't usually fall in love with middle-aged American bartenders they've never met.
Mm-hmm.
His words stung because part of me wondered the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then Pimchanak would send me a good morning message, or call me crying because she missed me, or tell me about her day in that sweet broken English, and all my doubts would evaporate. This was real. What we had was special. 2 months in, I'd sent her almost $4,000.
You hear that?
My credit cards were
$4,000. $4,000. And see, he's a victim of what you call a fake romance scam. He's never met her, never slept with her, never met face to face. Probably on the video, yeah. But that, I'm talking about real face to face. And within 6 weeks, he lost over $4,000. And she's not done with him.
maxed out, my savings gone. But I had a plane ticket to Bangkok and a girl who loved me waiting on the other side of the world. For the first time in years, I had something to look forward to. The flight to Bangkok was the longest 13 hours of my life. Not because of the cramped seats or the screaming babies,
Okay.
but because I couldn't stop thinking about seeing Pimchin.
Okay, he's on his way to Bangkok finally. So let's see how this goes when he really meets her, or does he show up? Does this girl actually really shows up? More than likely, she's probably not going to show up.
For the first time. I'd packed carefully nice clothes, cologne, the gold watch my father had left me. I wanted to look like the man she'd fallen in love with, not some desperate middle-aged tourist. I'd be at airport with white dress, she'd texted me the night before. I so nervous and excited. What if you like me in person? That's impossible, I'd replied. I already love you. I love you too.
Love you.
See you tomorrow, baby.
Love you.
Baby.
Baby.
Even through my exhaustion and jet lag, that word made my heart race. In less than an hour, I'd finally hold the woman who'd been my entire world for the past 2 months.
Your
But
entire
walking through
world.
customs at Suvarnabhumi Airport, scanning the crowd of people waiting behind the barriers, I didn't see her. No white dress, no nervous smile, just hundreds of strangers holding signs with other people's names. I checked my phone. No messages. The time difference had always confused me, but I was sure she knew when I was landing. We'd talked about it for weeks. I waited by the arrivals board, checking my phone every few minutes. Groups of tourists got picked up by tour guides, families reunited with hugs and tears, businessmen walked briskly toward waiting cars. But no Pimchana. After an hour, I sent her a message. I'm here, looking for you. No response. 2 hours. Did something happen? I'm still at the airport. Nothing. 3 hours in, a security guard approached me. Sir, you okay? You've been standing here a long time. I'm waiting for someone, my girlfriend. She's supposed to pick me up. He looked at me with what might have been pity. Maybe call her? I tried calling. Straight to voicemail. In Thai. 4 hours after landing, sitting on a plastic chair near the currency exchange, I started to panic. What if something had happened to her? What if she'd been in an accident? What if her family had found out about us and forbidden her to come? Or what if Dave had been right all along? No, I couldn't think like that. There had to be an explanation. 5 hours. Pimchanak, I'm really worried. Please call me. 6 hours. I'm going to take a taxi to my hotel. Message me when you get this. The taxi driver spoke broken English. First time Bangkok? Yes. You meet Thai girl? I nodded, too exhausted to explain. He chuckled. Thai girl, always late, never worry, always late.
6 hours late,
Maybe that
though?
was it. Cultural differences, different concept of time. I was probably overreacting. At the hotel, I checked in and immediately connected to the Wi-Fi. Still no messages from her. I tried calling again. This time it rang once before going to voicemail. That was something, at least.
She's probably with her
Her phone was
boyfriend.
working. I sent one more message. I'm at the hotel, room 412. I love you. Then I collapsed on the bed and tried not to think about the alternative explanations that were creeping into my head, the ones I'd been pushing away for 2 months. Around midnight Bangkok time, my phone finally buzzed. A message from her. Sorry, baby. Big problem today. Police come my work. Take everyone. I run away but lose my motorbike. I try call you but phone broken.
Another lie.
Relief flooded through me. Police raid. That explained everything. Thai bars probably got raided all the time. Are you okay? Are you safe? Okay now, but scared. I hiding at friend house. No can see you tonight. When can I see you? Tomorrow maybe. I need fix phone and find new place stay. Police looking for girls from bar. The story was getting more complicated, but it made sense, sort of. Do you need money for a place to stay? I know want ask.
Oh my God.
You already do so much. It's okay. I want to help.
This is ridiculous. This is just totally ridiculous. You are in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, and she's got all these excuses not to see you, and you still want to send this girl money? You still want to send this girl money? Oh my God. You know, I would have did. If I was him, I would have caught my, I would have, oh my God. I would have cut my losses. Have any of you guys seen New Jack City? How many of you all on the chat seen New Jack City? How many of you all in the comment section ever seen the movie New Jack City? How many of y'all seen the movie New Jack City? Yeah, you saw New Jack City. Who else saw New Jack City? Y'all remember Nino Brown? Wesley Snipes playing Nino Brown? If I spend $1,500 going to Thailand, probably a lot of money getting a hotel, and she's acting like that, I say cancel that B and find me another. That's what I would have did. I'm sending you money. I haven't even met you, and I'm in Thailand. I'm in the country. Oh my God, this guy, man. But this is a true story. This is a true story, guys. He's in Thailand, and she's still standing him up.
Much. Maybe 200 for room tonight?
Oh,
and 100 for fix phone?
Nope.
I sent the money immediately through the app on my phone.
No.
$300 to help the woman I love get through a crisis.
No. Oh,
it seemed like the least I could do.
No.
Thank you, baby.
No.
You saved my life.
No.
I love you so much.
This is
I
just.
love you too. Just stay safe.
No.
But
No.
lying
No.
there in
No.
that
No.
hotel
No.
room,
No.
staring
No.
at the
No.
ceiling
No.
fan spinning lazily
Please.
overhead, something felt wrong. Not the story itself that could all be true, but something in the way she'd messaged me. More distant than usual. Less personal. I tried to push the thoughts away. She'd been through a traumatic experience. Of course she seemed different. Tomorrow we'd see each other, and everything would...
He's in denial. He is in denial. Let me see what some of these messages saying here. Let's see. I miss New Jack Swing, the color me bad. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. I almost had it bad as flying a girl out and you booked a hotel room and she doesn't want to hang with you, but found another man on the side and canceled the room and fly. Yeah, yep. I don't do nothing like that. I don't do nothing. I have never did anything like that. Never. That's why I stay away from dating apps. That's why I stay away. Before I met Susie in Colombia, I talked to her for 4 years. 4 years before we met. 4 years. Yeah, he FaceTimed the girl. Yeah, he did. He said he was talking to her on the FaceTime. He did. But that don't mean nothing though, because criminals can FaceTime you too. These people, some of these people, they are international criminals. Just like the guy, you remember the video I did? The guy that lost $350,000? I would have told that girl if I was him. Now, he already spent over $4,000 on this girl before he met her. But as soon as I got to Thailand, I said, I'm not spending one nickel cent until you standing right in front of me. And I'd be even nervous then. Because she may even try to rob you. Let's see what happens.
Makes sense. I woke up to another message. Baby, phone working now. I find safe place. Can see you today, but later, okay?
Yeah,
I
right.
need sort some things first.
Okay.
Of course.
She's making all
What
these
time?
excuses.
Maybe evening? I come your hotel.
She should have
I
been
can't
there.
wait to see you. Me too. But I look bad. Very tired. You still want to see me? You could never look bad to me. But evening came and went. Then another message. Sorry, baby.
Oh,
Friend have problem.
oh my
I
God.
need help her.
Oh no.
Tomorrow became the day after. The day after became a week.
Come on, brother.
Each day brought a new excuse, a new crisis, a new
And
request
all
for
those
money
beautiful
to
girls
solve
in
whatever
Bangkok, and
problem
you
was
worry
keeping
about
us
this
apart.
broad.
Her cousin was in the hospital. Her landlord was demanding extra rent. Her motorbike had been impounded and she needed to pay a fine to get it back. And like an idiot, I kept sending money.
Oh man, you're
Because what else was
yes
I
you are.
supposed to do? Abandon the woman I loved when
Love,
she
you haven't even met her.
But sitting
There's
alone in that
no
hotel
love, brother.
watching Thai families walk past my window, happy and together, I started to realize that maybe I wasn't the hero in this story. Maybe I was just the mark. On my 8th day in Bangkok, she finally came to see me. I was sitting in the hotel lobby, same as I had every evening for a week, when I saw her walk through the sliding glass doors. But this wasn't the girl from the photos. This wasn't the sweet, shy teenager who'd whispered to me over video calls
It was
for 2
somebody
months.
else.
This was someone harder, older, somehow, despite being 19. Her hair was different, shorter, bleached. Her makeup was heavy, club ready.
Oh wow.
And when she saw me sitting there, recognition flickered across her face like she was trying to remember who I was. Curtis? She said, walking over slowly. Her voice was different too. The sweet, uncertain tone was gone, replaced by something more businesslike. I stood up, my heart hammering. Pim Chanok. God, you're here. You're really here. I moved to hug her, but she gave me one of those awkward side hugs, the kind you give witnesses at parties.
For what?
She smelled like cigarettes and cheap perfume. Nothing like I'd imagined.
Oh my God.
Sorry I late, she said, looking around the lobby like she was checking for exits. Very busy week. Busy week. I'd been sending her money every day for a week, money for food and shelter and phone repairs, and she'd been too busy to see me. Are you okay? You look. I tried to find a diplomatic way to say she looked like she'd been partying hard. You look tired. Yeah, okay. Just work a lot. She sat down in the lobby chair across from me and instead of next to me on the couch.
Wow.
Physical distance that felt deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
How you like Bangkok? How did I like Bangkok?
Oh my God.
I'd barely seen
This is a
Bangkok.
nightmare.
I'd spent the entire week in this hotel
Mm-hmm.
or walking around the immediate neighborhood, waiting for her to contact me. It's fine, but I came here to see you, not to sightsee. She nodded absently, checking her phone. Already, we'd been talking for 30 seconds and she was checking her phone.
Oh my God.
Chanok, what's going on? You seem different.
Different.
How? I don't know. Distant. Like you don't want to be here. She finally looked at me directly. I want be here. Just different when someone real. You know? When not just phone.
She's real. She's weird.
Yeah, this was real, all right.
She's a psychopath.
I understand. It's weird for me too, but good weird. I've been dreaming about this moment for months.
Oh, goodness.
She smiled then, but it didn't reach her eyes.
It's getting scary.
You sweet Curtis. You very good man. Good man. She was talking to me like I was her uncle. Do you want to go somewhere?
Nope.
Dinner?
I won't go nowhere with you.
She checked her phone again. I know can stay long. Have work tonight.
Well, go work. Go. Get out.
I thought you
Goodbye.
quit the bar. With the money I'd been sending. Oh, yes, I quit that bar. But I find new job. Different place. Different place that also required tiny shorts and crop tops, judging by her outfit. What kind of job? Just service job for tourists. Service job for tourists. Right. We sat there in silence for a moment. This wasn't how I'd imagined our first meeting. Not even close. In my fantasies, she would have run into my arms. We would have talked for hours, making up for all the time we'd lost. Maybe we would have gone back to my room, finally been together the way we'd talked about so many times. Instead, she was treating me like a client. Curtis, she said, her voice softer now. I need to ask you something. Here it comes. What is it? My phone broken again. Screen crack yesterday.
Well,
I need
it'll
a
stay
new one for
broke.
work. I stared at her. I just sent you money to fix your phone 4 days ago. That different phone. This my work phone. Very important I have good phone for work.
Too bad.
Work phone. For her service job. For tourists. How much? Not expensive. Just 200 American. 200 American. Just like it was nothing. Like I was a walking ATM. I pulled out my phone and opened the money transfer app. She watched me do it with the first genuine interest she'd shown all evening.
What?
You best man.
What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with him? He's standing face to face with this imposter, and there's no attraction whatsoever, and he's still sending her money. Oh my God.
She said, leaning over to kiss my cheek as I hit send. It was quick, perfunctory, like a reward for a trained dog.
Something's wrong with him.
Can I see you tomorrow? I asked. Maybe. I check my schedule and tell you. She stood up to leave, and I realized this was it. This was our reunion. 15 minutes in a hotel lobby, a request for money, and a kiss on the cheek. Pimchanok, wait. She turned back, already halfway to the door. Do you still love me?
Love you?
The question hung in the air between us. Other hotel guests walked past, heading to dinner or out for the evening, living their normal lives while mine fell apart in a beige lobby. Of course I love you, she said automatically. You're very special to me. Special. The way a regular customer is special to a waitress. After she left, I sat there for another hour, watching people come and go. Couples holding hands, families with excited children, solo travelers with guidebooks and purpose. And me, a 51-year-old bartender who'd flown halfway around the world to sit alone in a hotel lobby.
Something was wrong with him. He needs psychological help. Seriously. That's just unnatural. Nobody could be that naive. Either they're making this story up. I mean, I can't see anybody being that naive and that out of touch with reality over something like that. This guy just constantly just sending money to this. I mean, he traveled thousands of miles to Thailand to see this female. He finally gets there. It took her a week just for him just to see her, and he's still sending her money. Something's wrong with him. Something's wrong with him.
Transfer money to a stranger. The hotel staff were starting to look at me with pity. The same look
Absolutely,
the security
Jay.
guard at the
Right.
airport had given me. The look people give to men like me who think they can buy love from girls like her. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying the meeting over and over, looking for signs I'd missed. Had she seemed genuinely happy to see me?
Oh,
Was she just nervous? Was this normal for someone her age? Someone from a different culture? Or was Dave right? Had I spent $4,000 and flown to Thailand to meet a complete stranger who saw me as nothing more than a convenient source of income? My phone buzzed. A message from her. Thank you for phone money. You very kind man.
What? You want something
night.
else?
Kind man. Not baby. Not love. Just kind man. I typed back, good night. I love you. No response. I stared at that message for a long time,
Oh man, something's
waiting for
wrong
her
with
to
him,
say it
man.
back. But the conversation stayed at delivered unread. She'd already moved on to whatever came next in her evening. And I was alone again, same as I'd been for 8 days in Bangkok, same as I'd been for 3 years in Colorado. The only difference was
He's sending all this money and ain't getting zero action. Zero. Yeah, he needs professional help. He does. For somebody to do something. Nobody can be that freaking desperate. No way. No way. This gotta be made up. It has to be. I can't see anybody being, excuse me, I'm not bullying him or putting him down. Nobody could be that stupid. No. No. No, it can't be. It can't be. And he's sitting there alone by himself. And he's been there for I don't know how many days. And she's giving him the flux like that. And he's still sending her money. And he said when he seen her, it didn't even look like her. Said she had all caked up makeup and all this stuff and cheap perfume and all that. Oh my gosh. That's a disaster. Let's see how this finishes up.
now I knew what I was paying for. 3 days passed before she contacted me again. 3 days of me walking around Bangkok like a ghost, eating alone at street stalls, taking pictures of temples I didn't care about, wondering if I should just go home. Hi, baby, the message finally
Oh boy,
came.
here we go.
You want come see me at work tonight?
Nope.
I tell boss about you. He say okay for you. Visit. Baby. She was calling me baby
She's
again.
setting them up again.
Maybe the distance had been nerves after all. Maybe seeing me at her workplace would be different, more intimate.
You're right, Jay.
I'd love to. Where do you work? She said,
You have to be willing to get used. You have to be willing to get used. I mean, I'm sure there's beautiful, beautiful Thai girls walking all over Bangkok. And I'm dealing with this? Like I told you, I've been like Nino Brown on New Jack City, cancel that big and find me another one.
me an address in a part of Bangkok I hadn't been to yet. Come around 10 p.m. Ask for Pim. Everyone know me there. Pim. She'd never told me people called her Pim.
Pim.
I took a taxi to the address, which turned out to be a neon-lit strip of bars and clubs in what was obviously a red light district.
Uh-oh.
The streets were crowded with Western men my age and older, most of them with Thai girls young enough to be their daughters. The girls giggled and clung to their arms while the men bought them drinks and fumbled with translation apps.
Oh my God.
I felt sick to my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
The bar Pimchinok worked at was called Lucky 7. Inside, it was exactly what I'd expected and hoped it wouldn't be. Loud music, flashing lights, girls in bikinis dancing on small stages while men threw money at them.
Wow.
I found a seat at the bar and asked the bartender for Pim. Pim? He was a middle-aged Thai man with gold teeth and tired eyes. You mean Nam? Maybe? Pim Chanak? He pointed to the far end of the bar.
Yeah.
There, with Farang customer. Farang customer. Foreign customer. I followed his finger and saw her, sitting close to a German-looking man in his 60s, laughing at something he was saying. Her hand was on his thigh. My vision blurred for a second. This was the girl I'd been sending money to for 2 months. The girl who told me she hated working at bars because men only wanted
Well,
one
she lied
thing
to
from
you.
her. The girl who'd said I was different, that she felt safe with me. I sat there and watched her work, because that's what it was, work. She knew exactly how to lean in, how to laugh, how to touch his arm at just the right moments. When he ordered another drink, she ordered one too. Some colorful cocktail that probably cost more than most people here made in a day. After about 20 minutes, she noticed me. Her eyes went wide for a split-second panic maybe, or annoyance, then she whispered something to the German man and walked over. Curtis, you came. She was smiling that practiced smile again, the one that didn't reach her eyes. Yeah, I came, like you asked me to. You want drink? I want to talk to you. She glanced back at her customer, who was watching us with the territorial look of a dog guarding a bone. I working now, maybe later? You're working, right, with that man. He just customer. Buy me drink, we talk, is normal. Normal, right. Can you take a break? For 5 minutes? She sighed like I was being unreasonable.
Oh, God.
Okay, 5 minutes. We walked to a quieter corner of the bar, though quiet was relative with the music pounding from every direction. This is what you do? I asked. This is your job? I tell you, service job for tourists. You told me you quit working at bars. I quit old bar, this new bar. And what exactly do you do?
This is worse than being a simp. This is worse than being a simp. He's being a chump.
Here, Pimchanak. Or should I call you Nam? Her face hardened. You jealous? Jealous. Like I was some possessive boyfriend instead of a man who had spent his life savings on a girl who was currently working another customer.
Oh my God.
I'm confused. For 2 months, you told me you hated this kind of work. You told me you wanted to quit, that you were looking for something else.
So check this out. He traveled thousands of miles to Thailand, to Bangkok, Thailand, to a strip club, trying to talk a woman of not being a hoe. That's what he's doing. That's eventually what he's doing. I mean, I'm just like really? Like seriously? Oh my God.
I sent you money so you could quit. I need job. Bangkok expensive. I've been sending you $700 a month. That's more than you said you made here.
$700 a
She looked
month?
uncomfortable now, like she hadn't expected me to do the math. Money you send for family, for emergency. This job money for me. Family. Emergency. A different excuse than she'd given me before, but delivered with the same practiced certainty. What family emergency costs $700 a month for 2 months, Pimchana? Why you ask so many questions? I think you trust me. Trust.
And see what's so crazy about it? He's doing all this stuff and she still treats him like garbage. He's not even getting none. He's been treated like garbage. He sent the money for 4 months, $700 a month, $700. There's no way I can afford to send nobody $700 a month. In this economy too, with all this inflation going on here, you can send somebody $700 a month. He must be living in his car. And then when he spend money on her, $4,000, he said, then he gets a ticket to go to Thailand. Then he gets to pay for the hotel. And it took her almost a week for him just to meet her. And then when he meets her, she looks nothing like she looks on the pictures. And she still treats him like garbage. And she goes to his place where she, oh my God. And he's trying to convince her, this is where you work at, this is what you do for, yeah, it's not going to change. It's not going to change.
That was the word she always used when she wanted to shut down my doubts. You trust me, right, Curtis?
Oh,
If you love me, you trust me.
love you.
I do trust you.
Oh, this love
That's why
thing.
I'm here. That's why I've been sending you money. But I don't understand why you need to work here if, understand Thailand is different here. Very hard for a girl like me. The German man was getting impatient, looking over at us with increasing frequency.
Oh my God.
Soon he'd either leave or find another girl to buy drinks for. I have to go back, she said.
The German man is trying to take his woman.
Really see you. Not here. Tomorrow, maybe.
Oh my God. You travel all that distance to see something like
The
that.
same thing she'd been saying for a week. I watched her walk back to the German man, watched her slide seamlessly back into her role.
Oh my God.
Smiling, laughing,
No.
touching his arm. Everything she'd done with me over video calls, all the intimacy I'd thought was special, was just part of her routine. The bartender.
What intimacy? What are you talking about?
Was nursing my beer. First time Thailand? He asked in English.
This gotta be made up. This can't be a real story.
I didn't know how to answer that. Something like that. He laughed, not unkindly. Advice, friend. Thai bar girl have many boyfriend. Farang send money, think he's special, but he just ATM. ATM. Automated teller machine. That's what I was. How many boyfriends does she have?
Yeah, I hear you, Marcus.
Shrugged. Maybe 5, 6. Different country. All send money, all think they boyfriend. 5 or 6. I wasn't special. I wasn't different. I was just customer number 3 or 4.
You remember what I told y'all?
Lonely Western
I told y'all.
Money to a girl
I told
who
you.
would never love any of us.
I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. She had different men. That guy in that bar was her boyfriend, was her other boyfriend. You remember what I told you guys? When a girl asks you for money, she's just not asking you. She's asking probably 400 or 500 other guys. So just think about it. If she has 4,000 men that she follows on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, let's say 4,000. Some of them, I've seen women that had up to 10,000, 200,000 people following them on Instagram models and stuff. I've seen that. Just imagine you have 300,000 men following you on Instagram and only 10% seeing you $40 or $50 a week. Think about that. They don't have to work.
To her. She was busy anyway, leaning against the German man, laughing at his stories, probably telling him the same thing she'd told me.
Yep.
About how different he was,
he ain't
about
different.
How safe she felt with him, walking back through the neon-lit streets, past all the other middle-aged Western men with their temporary girlfriends. I finally understood what I was. Not a romantic hero flying across the world for love. Not even a customer, really.
Nope.
I was a mark. A convenient, gullible mark who'd paid for a fantasy that was never real in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But even knowing that, even seeing it with my own eyes, I still couldn't quite let go. Because admitting I'd been scammed meant admitting that the best thing that had happened to me in years was a lie.
It wasn't the best thing that ever happened to you.
I wasn't ready for that truth yet. My phone buzzed with a message from her. Sorry, have to work late tonight. Customer want party.
Oh, wow.
Maybe see you tomorrow? Customer want party. She was leaving with the German man. I typed back, have fun. Then I went back to my hotel room and tried to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do next. I should have left Thailand the next morning.
And find you another Thai girl and kick her to the side.
Bosses, accepted that I'd been
better
by
one.
a professional. Instead, I went back to Lucky 7. I told myself I was going to confront her to demand the truth. But really, I think I was hoping she'd explain everything away, give me a story I could believe that would make this all okay. She wasn't there. Pim no work today, the bartender with the gold teeth told me. Maybe tomorrow. So I sat at the bar and drank overpriced beer while watching other men make the same mistakes I'd made. They bought drinks for girls who couldn't have been older than 20, listened to sob stories about sick mothers and broken motorbikes,
Oh boy.
promised to send money when they got back to Germany or Australia or wherever they'd come from. The girls were all variations on the same theme. Sweet voices, shy smiles, just enough vulnerability to make middle-aged men feel protective. And it worked every time. You back again? The voice came from behind me. I turned around to see a Thai woman, maybe 25, with short hair and intelligent eyes. She wasn't dressed like the other girls' hair jeans and a normal t-shirt instead of club wear. Do I know you? I work here sometimes. I see you yesterday looking for Pim. She sat down on the stool next to me without being invited.
Uh-oh.
You? Her Farang boyfriend? I don't know what I am. She laughed, but not mockingly. You confused. I understand. Mind if I sit? I gestured to the stool she was already occupying. Go ahead.
So this new girl's coming up to him now, sitting right next to him. So she said, man, maybe I could get part of this action, you know?
I'm Dao, Pim's friend.
Oh boy.
Sometimes work together. Friend. In a place like this, I wasn't sure what that meant. She's not here today. I know. She with Thai boyfriend. The words hit me like a physical blow.
Physical
Thai boyfriend. Dao studied my face, probably reading the shock and hurt there. You know about Kai? No. I don't know about Kai. She pulled out her phone and scrolled through photos. Here, this from last week. The photo showed Pim Chinakasing, a young Thai man on a motorbike. She was wearing the same outfit she'd worn to meet me at the hotel. Her arms were wrapped around him like she meant it, like she loved him. They together 2 years, Dao said quietly. Live together. He work construction, she work here.
See, there you
Both
go.
support his family.
There you go.
2 years.
There you go.
While I'd been falling in love with her over late night phone calls, she'd been living with another man.
She had another man. She had a man. She lied to him. And see, I'm almost done with this. I thank you everybody for staying and listening to this completely. No matter how good you be to these females, some of them, like this, they still would choose their bum boyfriend over you no matter what you do for them. No matter what you do for them. They're going to always not choose you, they will choose them. No matter what you do, no matter how much money you pay, no matter what you do, how you support the family, it means absolutely nothing. Nothing.
While I'd been sending money for her rent and her phone and her emergencies, she'd been playing house with someone else. Why are you telling me this? Because I like you. You seem like good man. And Pim, she good girl. But she no understand what she doing to people like you. People like me. Foreign men who think bar girl love them for real. Happen all the time. Girl need money, so she make boyfriend online.
It takes another bar. Ain't this a paradox? So it took another bar girl in the club to put some sense in his head. Like, wake up. You know? It's just like, wake up. What is wrong with you? She has a man. These girls don't love you. It was very nice for her to even say that, even tell him that.
Send sweet message, sexy photo. Man send money, think he's special. But girl just doing job. So I'm just a job to her. You ATM? Dao said bluntly. She tell me about you. American man who send money every week, never complain, always believe her story. She say you very kind, very, how you say.
And her boyfriend don't pay for nothing.
Naive. That stung worse than
he's getting the goodies. Somehow. He's getting the goodies for free.
Are there?
And you still send him money like a chump.
She show me message sometimes. All Sam lonely foreign man, send money, think they in love. 4 or 5. I wasn't even her only American. I was just one source of income among several. Does she ever talk about coming to America? About us being together? Dow shook her head. She never leave Thailand. Never leave Kai. This just business for her. Business. 2 months of my life, $4,000 of my savings, a trip halfway around the world, all business. You want see more photo? Dow asked gently. I should have said no. I should have walked away right then. But I needed to see the truth, all of it. Transfer fees. My rent was due in 2 weeks, and I had maybe $300 in checking to cover it. I'd have to ask Dave for extra shifts, maybe pick up a second job, start over financially at an age when most people were thinking about retirement. But sitting there in my empty apartment, surrounded by the wreckage of my bad decisions, I realized something that surprised me. I wasn't angry at Pim Chinook. I was angry at myself. She'd done exactly what she'd always done. She'd played a role, told a story, taken money from men who were willing to pay for the illusion of being loved. It was a business transaction.
It took them all that to realize that, though.
To see it. The person I was angry at was the man who'd been so starved for affection that he'd fallen in love with a stranger. The man who'd convinced himself that someone half his age on the other side of the world was his soulmate. The man who'd ignored every red flag because he needed the fantasy more than he needed the truth.
Absolutely.
That man was me. And he was the only one responsible for the mess I was in. My phone buzzed. For just a second, my heart jumped, thinking it might be her, but it was just a spam call. I stared at that phone for a long time, thinking about all the hours I'd spent staring at it over the past 3 months, waiting for her messages, crafting the perfect responses, analyzing every word she sent for hidden meaning. What if I'd spent that time on something real instead? What if I'd joined a hiking group, taken a cooking class, tried online dating with women in my own time zone who might actually meet me for coffee? What if I'd worked on becoming the kind of person someone could actually love instead of paying someone to pretend? It was too late for what ifs. Maybe it wasn't too late to start over. I deleted her number from my phone. Then I deleted our conversation history, all those months of fake intimacy and purchased affection. And then I did something I should have done 3 years ago. I took down the picture of my ex-wife to stop living in the past. Stop waiting for someone to rescue me from my loneliness. Stop believing that love was something you could buy if you just found the right seller. It was time to grow up. Winter in Colorado hit early that year, and I was grateful for it. The busy ski season meant more tourists, more tips, and a chance to start digging out of the financial hole I'd created. I picked up every extra shift Dave would give me, worked doubles on weekends, and slowly started paying down the credit cards that had funded my Thai adventure. But the hardest part wasn't the money. It was facing myself in the mirror every morning, remembering what I'd done, what I'd believed, what I'd become. The other bartenders knew something had happened. You don't disappear to Thailand for 2 weeks and come back broke and miserable without people noticing, but Dave must have told them not to ask. They just welcomed me back, gave me the busy sections, and pretended not to notice when I'd zone out in the middle of making drinks, lost in thoughts I couldn't share with anyone. You okay, Curtis? Sarah, the youngest bartender, asked me one particularly busy Friday night. You seem, I don't know, different. Different. That was one word for it. Just tired, I said, though we both knew it was more than that. The truth was, I felt like I was living someone else's life, going through the motions of my old routine but feeling completely disconnected from it. I'd pour drinks and make small talk with customers, but part of me was still processing what had happened, still trying to understand how I'd become the kind of person who could be so easily manipulated. 3 months after coming back from Bangkok, I got a message from an unknown number. Hi, Curtis. This Nam. You remember me? From Lucky 7 Bar? My hands actually shook as I read it. Nam. That's what the bartender had called Pim Chinook. I remember, I typed back. I get new phone. Old phone broken. I want to tell you I'm so sorry about everything. About Lai, about Kai, about everything. Sorry. After vanishing without a word, after taking the last of my money and disappearing, she was sorry. Why are you contacting me? Because I miss you. Because I realize I make big mistake. I stared at that message for a long time. 6 months ago, those words would have made my heart race. I would have been ready to forgive everything, send more money, maybe even book
Don't
another
make a
plane
fool
ticket.
of yourself again.
Now, they just made me sad. What do you want, Pimchanak? Want talk to you. Want explain real story. Everything different now.
Oh, wow.
I leave Kai for real this time. I have job in office now, like you always say
It's
I should.
another lie.
Office job.
Lies.
The same lie she'd told me in Bangkok. I'm not sending you any more money. I no want money. I want you.
No, you don't.
I realize you only man who ever really loved me. Only man who ever really loved me.
No.
She was using the same playbook,
Yeah,
pushing
same
the same
playbook.
buttons.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference was that now I could see the strings. I don't love you, I typed. I loved an idea of you. A person who never
See, she's trying to reset the scam now. That's what she's doing. That's what scammers do. They scam you out of everything. They give you some space to think about it, and they come back, make you think that they have, you know, remorse for what they did. So they reset the scam all over again. That's manipulating your feelings. That's what she's doing. She's manipulating. She's manipulating him. That's what she's doing.
existed. Please, Curtis, give me chance explain. I different person now.
Huh.
No, just 5 minutes.
You
Let me
had 2
call
weeks.
You hear my voice. You remember how good we were together. How good we were together. We'd never been together. We'd never even been in the same room except for that awkward meeting in the hotel lobby and the 10 minutes at the bar. I blocked the number, but she kept trying. New numbers, different messaging apps, even an email to my work address that I had no idea how she'd found. Each time, the story was slightly different.
Yep.
Kai was abusive.
Yep.
Kai was gone. She was pregnant and needed help.
Nope.
She was sick and needed surgery.
Nope.
She'd found Jesus and wanted to apologize.
Nope.
She missed me and realized what real love was. I blocked them all. The thing about hitting bottom is that it gives you clarity. When you've lost everything because of your own bad decisions, when you've been forced to confront the parts of yourself you'd rather ignore, you either learn from it or you repeat it. I chose to learn. I started going to a therapist, a middle-aged woman named Dr.
Good.
Martinez, who specialized in what she delicately called relationship issues.
Okay, yeah.
It took me 3 sessions to work up the courage to tell her the whole story.
Okay.
You're not the first person to get caught up in an online romance scam, she said when I finished.
Yep.
And you won't be the last.
Nope.
I know that. But I should have been smarter. Should have been. Could have been. Those are dangerous words, Curtis. They keep you stuck in the past instead of helping you move forward. So how do I move forward? By understanding what you were really looking for. And it wasn't a 19-year-old girl in Thailand. She was right, of course. What I'd been looking for was purpose, validation, the feeling that someone needed me, the feeling that I mattered to someone, anyone. The loneliness you were feeling, Dr. Martinez said, that's not something another person can fix. That's something you have to address within yourself. Within yourself. The hardest place to look, because that's where all the uncomfortable truths live. Over the months that followed, I started to rebuild. Not just financially, though that was happening too, but emotionally. I joined a hiking group like I'd thought about doing before I'd gotten distracted by online fantasies. Started reading again, something I'd given up when all my free time went to messaging girls half my age. I even went on a few dates. Real dates. With women my own age. Who lived within driving distance and had their own jobs and interests and lives.
Good.
Women who weren't looking for a savior or a sponsor.
Absolutely.
Just companionship. It was different. Slower. Less dramatic. But real in a way that my relationship with Pim Chinook had never been. One evening, almost a year after coming back from Thailand, I was cleaning out my closet and found the folder where I'd kept printed copies of our early conversations. I don't know why I'd printed them. Maybe I'd thought they were romantic keepsakes, evidence of our great love story. Reading them now was like looking at artifacts from someone else's life. "You so special, man," she'd written. "Different from other. I dream we together someday," she'd said. "You, my prince, come save me," she'd declared. Prince. That's what I'd wanted to be. Not a middle-aged bartender with an unremarkable life, but a prince sweeping in to save the beautiful princess from her tower. But real life doesn't have princes and princesses. It just has people trying to make the best of their circumstances.
Yep. Well, I'm glad he got some help. But all right, guys, I'm going to come up this live. Like I said, I should be on the Razor Ray show either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to contact him. So it was good seeing you all again. Marcus, Chris, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope y'all got something out of this. Don't ever be a victim of a romance scam. These happens all the time. If somebody asks for money, just walk away. That's it. That save you a lot of heartache. Okay? Okay, I will see you on the next live. I hope you guys had a very great holiday. And you have yourself a rest of a beautiful weekend too. I'll probably see you on Razor Rays too, live maybe Saturday or maybe Sunday, whatever, which time he wants to do it. Hey, do a favor for me, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that like before we go. Can y'all do that for me? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please do that. It shows only 7 likes. Yeah, okay, I see 8 now. Yeah, just keep hitting it, man, because the more you hit the like button, you support the channel, and YouTube pushes this out into the algorithm, okay? Let's see if we can get it up to 10. There's 8 right now before I go. Let's see if we can get it up to 10, just 10. I see 8 right now. Let's see if we can get this up to 10. Okay, I got 8 likes. So make sure before you leave, make sure you hit the like button, okay? And also leave a comment too. Let me know what y'all think about this and what are things you could do to prevent from getting scammed and being a victim of something like this. This happens all the time. All the time. Unfortunately. Okay, thank you very much. Peace out.